4 races, 4 wins, both championships. Mercedes have not dropped a single point to a rival team leader all season, and they arrive in Canada with their biggest upgrade of the year. But Montreal has ended more title campaigns than any other circuit on the calendar. The Wall of Champions does not care how dominant you are. Here are 5 reasons Canada changes everything.
Here is the high-stakes roadmap for the weekend. 1. Russell's last real chance. 2. Mercedes' secret weapon. 3. Verstappen's Montreal moment. 4. Ferrari needs answers here. And 5. Montreal is unpredictable. Let's dive right in.
Reason 1. Russell's last real chance. Make no mistake, the internal battle over at Mercedes is the absolute critical thread you've got to watch this weekend.
Look at the garage. The contrast is wild. Kimi Antonelli is on a massive tear. He holds a 20-point championship lead over his teammate, riding 3 straight wins. But hold on, don't count out George Russell just yet. The guy took pole and the win here in 2025, plus a pole and a podium in 2024. He's got a brilliant track record at this circuit. The flip side, he actually hasn't led a Mercedes qualifying session since round 2. So we're really looking at a clash of Antonelli's raw current momentum against Russell's exceptional history here.
The pressure on Russell is just immense. Sky Sports F1's David Croft hit the nail on the head when he confirmed alarm bells ring if Russell doesn't win here. That establishes exactly what's at stake for the Brit. He absolutely has to deliver.
And he's got to do it under the most intense conditions possible. Canada is a back-to-back sprint weekend right after Miami. If you need a refresher, the sprint format means they get one single practice session. That's it. Then it's straight into sprint qualifying, a sprint race, main qualifying, and the Grand Prix across 3 days. Just 60 minutes to dial in the setup before it all counts.
Moving on to reason 2, Mercedes' secret weapon goes live. We're shifting gears from driver battles to pure technological warfare on the grid.
0.3 seconds. That might sound tiny, but F1 Oversteer confirms Mercedes is debuting a massive hardware package. We're talking a new front wing, a new floor, and new start software. Combined, they reckon it's worth 0.3 of a second per lap. To put that into perspective for you, at this elite level of competition, 0.3 seconds is literally the brutal difference between starting P1 and starting down in P4.
But this upgrade war is a two-way street. GPJ confirmed Mercedes actually deliberately held this upgrade back from Miami to unleash it here in Canada. However, Motorsport.com confirms McLaren is answering right back and bringing their own fresh upgrades this weekend. Remember, McLaren just closed the gap by 0.2 in Miami, so Mercedes is bringing the hammer for sure, but McLaren is right there fighting back.
Subscribe to PitCrew TV. We are covering every Canada GP session all weekend long.
All right, reason number 3, Verstappen's Montreal moment. The defending world champ is fighting for relevance in what's been a wildly challenging season.
The math doesn't lie, and it's pretty stark. Max Verstappen is sitting P7 in the standings right now with just 26 points. And get this, he has a confirmed exit clause that kicks in at the summer break if he isn't P1 or P2. The personal stakes for him are just astronomical.
Now, Red Bull is honestly a bit of a mystery. Laurent Mekies admitted to GP fans that the team had, quote, significant shortcomings after China. But wait a second. F1.com confirmed Red Bull brought a major upgrade to Miami, where they qualified on the front row and managed to recover from a lap 1 spin to finish P5. So is that encouraging? Absolutely. Does it confirm them as genuine title contenders again? Not quite yet. We need to see more.
And they're heading to a track that demands total commitment, specifically the iconic Wall of Champions. It's this notorious concrete barrier at the final chicane that famously collected Damon Hill, Michael Schumacher, and Jacques Villeneuve, all in the 1999 race. It's a corner that strictly rewards precision and heavy braking confidence, traits that, honestly, perfectly match Verstappen's driving style.
Let's shift over to reason 4. Ferrari need answers here. Maranello has a seriously urgent need to turn all their new hardware into actual championship points.
11. That is exactly how many upgrades Ferrari brought to Miami. But Sky Sports confirmed they left Florida with just 10 points. Even crazier, Charles Leclerc requested a confirmed internal investigation into a sudden pace drop they suffered on the medium tire. They brought the parts, but they definitely left with way more questions than answers.
The big headache? Straight line speed. Lewis Hamilton confirmed Ferrari is losing 3 to 4 tenths on the straights. That's a huge problem here because Canada has 3 long straights where DRS is heavily used.
DRS is that drag reduction system, the movable rear wing that opens up on straights to reduce track and help with overtaking. Ferrari has got to fix this straight line deficit, and fast.
Because both guys in the garage are fully capable of winning if the team can just execute properly. Think about it. Lewis Hamilton has an incredible 7 Canadian Grand Prix wins. This is his first time racing Canada in Ferrari Red, and he's showing up with absolutely no simulator preparation. Beside him, Charles Leclerc showed unmatched raw pace in Miami and is just looking for flawless execution. The pace is clearly there for both of them. The execution just needs to match it.
And finally, recent 5, Montreal is unpredictable. Guys, this circuit is pure chaos.
First off, it's a low downforce circuit. That means teams run less wing, which gives less aerodynamic drag on the straights, but crucially, less grip in the corners. It forces a brutally difficult setup compromise that every single team manages differently. Because of those tight margins and the lack of grip, Montreal historically boasts among the highest safety car probabilities on the entire calendar.
Then you factor in the weather. Motorsport Week confirmed a 16% rain probability forecast for race day. And because Montreal is being held in May this year, it's earlier and much cooler than its traditional June slot. Track temperature and getting those tires warmed up are going to be massive headaches for everyone.
We've also got the ADU ESO system wrapping up. If you aren't familiar, if an engine manufacturer is more than 2% behind the best internal combustion engine on the grid, they get extra development tokens. F1.com confirms Canada marks the end of this first FIA monitoring period, and we'll get those results right after this weekend.
So here's the bottom line. One safety car or one sudden rain shower literally flips the entire script. Teams can bring all the 0.3-second upgrades they want, but the weather and the walls in Montreal rewrite everything for all 5 teams in an instant.
Canada starts Friday. 5 teams, 5 storylines, and 1 wall of champions waiting for anyone who gets it wrong. Which reason causes the biggest shock this weekend? Drop your answer in the comments. And if you want F1 content that gets straight to the point, subscribe to PitCrew TV. The 2026 season continues now.